Well, like this, the matter where they trend for everywhere now, so as I declare you so, Kwankwaso now don blast atiku. He say any party wey no fit control Kano, Lagos, and Rivers, say make you just forget about next year election. No. Abeg, I would like when I watch video by myself, as they watch am, make sure say you comment your opinion, then share am, make other people see am, make they comment their opinion. Oyana, when I watch the video.
And I believe this is the time other colleagues should start looking around. They should start studying the situation, and they should learn from experiences of those of us who had the opportunity to govern. We took our time, like Governor Wiki, to do what was right. And that is why, by the grace of God and support of our people, any day, any time, whether in party A, B, C, in even Z party, our people will always go with us because they believe in our performance, in our capacity, in our integrity, like Barrister Uke. Let me especially acknowledge one of our leaders who is now a traditional ruler. In those days, we call him Sergeant Ausi. In the days of Sheikh Musa Eradua of blessed memory, these are people who stood firmly as members of PF, as members of SDP, and that was when I was elected as Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps. These were the people we highly respect in the political cycle. These were the people who taught us how to be right, how to work hard, how to be honest, and how to be loyal. These are loyal members of our group, the PF, and of course the SDP under late General Sheikh Musa Eradua. I'm so happy to see you and see you very strong, and thank His Excellency for appointing you the paramount ruler of this local government. And I'm so happy because we have lost so many people like you over the years, in the last 30 years, and seeing you really gingered me and reminded me so many strategies by the Adua and of course by people like you and many others under our group. And I can assure you, what we have learned from you is still in practice. And that is why today we are leading in wherever we find ourselves. It's unfortunate, Your Excellency, that we found ourselves in a party that we helped to build. I was in PDP like you. In 1998, I had the opportunity of being part of the founding fathers of PDP. And we have done extremely well, especially our first 8 years. Unfortunately, as the time went on, many things started to go wrong. And unfortunately, some of us saw what you, Your Excellency, did not see in time. That was why we decided in 2013-14 to bring some changes in the political architecture of this country. That was why we formed the APC, believing that the party was going to be a progressive party that will sort out the issues that we were concerned about as Nigerians at that particular time. Unfortunately, this party proved over time, in the opinion of many people, especially in the PDP, to believe that it is worse than the PDP itself. And that was how really they were putting their eggs in one basket, believing that the election was going to be between bad and very bad. But even then, we have some islands. We were part of the island in Kano. We performed extremely well. Of course, one of the islands is River State, where we have a very distinguished leader who believes in his people. Anytime I come to Rivers, I find brand new projects and programs. This is somebody who has worked so much in education. And when we were coming to this venue, he showed me the law school that was being commissioned recently. And you can go on and on in terms of projects and programs, and that is why not only people of River State are calling him Mr. Project. All of us acknowledge him as Mr. Project in this country. Let me thank you for standing firm. I thank you for telling the truth at any given time, not minding what they think or do. Your Excellency, without putting red cap, I can tell you, you are a member of Kwankwaso any day, any time. Because in Kwankwaso, you don't have to put red cap. Many people in this country have got their red caps in their hearts. It is there. And I believe you are one of us. And that was why those of us from Kano have a lot of respect for you. It wasn't me, it wasn't because of me that I told you what you mentioned when I was leaving PDP. It's because of you. I believe if I was not there, then Kano must be you. And of course, that is even the opinion of all those I left and all those who supported you. And given the opportunity, they will continue to do it and do it for the right person like you. Let me say that many people have made so many mistakes. Many leaders don't understand. Some leaders are very rigid. Rigid in the sense that whether they are failing or winning, they will stick to one idea. They will stick to one aspirant or candidate, not minding the consequences, not minding the feeling of the people that are involved. We have seen people in my former party that all what they want is ticket, to get presidential ticket. They are ready to do anything to have ticket. Now I can tell you, as Governor Wike has been saying, any party that cannot control two of the three states, Kano, Lagos, and Rivers, he has been saying it, and people are not taking note of it. And by now, with Kwankwaso out of that party, Wike is still struggling to be there or not to be there. Somehow things are moving. Certainly Lagos is not their own. One begins to wonder where they will get their votes to win the election of 2023. We have seen people struggling, probably regretting, going around talking to so many leaders, trying to say that they should intervene either here or there. Now let me say, especially to those leaders, please at this critical time, respect yourselves, do the right thing, make sure you don't soil your fingers. And remember, even those of us are still in their 50s and 60s. So it is very important they take note of that. And let me at this point acknowledge and of course congratulate Governor Wike for leading the integrity group. This group, I have seen many of their portraits along the streets of this state. I believe they are good people, and I know that by the grace of God, the integrity group will do the right thing as soon as possible, because I believe they are people of integrity, and of course, the posterity will judge them based on the action they take. And I'm so happy that they are doing the right thing. They are consulting, they are talking. So many people who are talking about Governor Wiki as if he's just one person. And that's what happened in 2013-14. 5 of us as governors formed a group. And this same party did not understand. Many of the leaders were saying, only 5 votes, only 5 of them. Until the 2015 election happened, many of them did not understand. So, Your Excellency, I want to say that we acknowledge and follow what is happening with the integrity group, the G5, and I believe they are not only G5. We are aware of G2 and G1. Whether they are going to merge very soon or till later, we keep on our eyes watching the developments. Let me at this point say, especially in the presence of our traditional ruler, the paramount ruler of this community, Sergeant Awusi, that in the NNPP, we have our blueprint, which I will give you before we go. And we decided to involve the traditional rulers in the governance of this country. And that's why we now decided to form committees in 8,809 wards that we have in this country. And we have 11 selected people that we call our best 11. One of them is the traditional ruler of that, the foremost traditional ruler in that ward. The other one is the klagi or the imam in that particular area. Representative of students, the representatives of women, and so on, the PTA, the one person with disability, 11 people. And these are the 11 people that will work in the interest of that ward. And resources will come directly from federal government to those wards through legislation. And of course, the local government and states that are interested and keen into the project are free to do that. I was so happy when I saw young men and women dancing. And it's not only here, across the country, most of these young men and women have no job to do. And that's why, for security purposes, and I have to congratulate the governor, now Rivers is peaceful. A friend of mine was telling me this morning that nightlife activities are taking place across the state and so on and so forth. So, Governor, congratulations.